All right, let's talk about something we've all done. You leave a meeting and spend the next hour replaying it in your head thinking, why didn't I say that? Well, you're not alone. Today, we're going to break down how to master professional communication so you can finally turn that anxiety into your biggest career asset. You know that feeling, right? Your heart starts pounding, your palms get sweaty right before you have to speak up in a big meeting, or maybe your mind just goes totally blank. That feeling is completely normal, but here's the thing. It doesn't have to control you. I mean, seriously, what if you could take all that nervous energy and actually use it to your advantage? What if mastering just a few key skills could completely change how you're seen at work? Well, that's exactly what we're going to get into, giving you the toolkit to really take charge of your career. So, first up, let's talk about presenting with impact. This is all about learning how to own the room and make sure your message really, truly sticks with people. Real confidence when you're presenting doesn't just magically appear. It's built way before you ever step in front of that audience. It starts with a simple plan. First, ask yourself, what's my goal here? Am I just informing people or am I trying to persuade them? Then, think about who you're talking to. After that, it's all about structure, clean visuals, and practice, practice, practice. Rehearsing isn't about being a robot. It's about getting so comfortable that you can be yourself. But look, even if you're totally prepared, the nerves can still kick in. So here's your little mental first aid kit. Simple things like taking a few deep breaths can work wonders. Or try a power pose. Seriously, standing confidently for just 2 minutes beforehand can actually change your brain chemistry. But the number one trick? Stop focusing on yourself and your fear. Instead, focus on the message you're there to share and the value you're bringing to the audience. Okay, so you can command a room solo, but what about when you're working in a team? That brings us to our second pillar, collaborating effectively, because great communication is almost never a one-person show. Okay, get ready for this because this number is wild. A whopping 55% of all communication has nothing to do with the words you say. It's your body language, your posture, how you make eye contact. It all speaks volumes. I mean, think about it. For thousands of years, we had to read each other's intentions without words to survive. That instinct is still baked into our DNA. Your body can build trust or break it before you even open your mouth. And speaking of building trust, let's talk about giving feedback. It can be so awkward, right? Well, this sandwich approach is a total game changer. You just start with a genuine positive, slide in the constructive criticism, and then wrap it up with another piece of encouragement. So instead of, you're not doing well, it becomes, hey, your ideas here are really creative. I think if we just structured them with some bullet points, it would be even clearer. Overall, this is a fantastic effort. See? It makes the feedback feel helpful, not hurtful. All right, for our third and final pillar, we're going to zero in on those high-stakes moments where you have to present the most important thing of all, yourself. We're talking job interviews, crucial emails. This is all about making your case. If you've ever frozen up when an interviewer says, "So tell me about a time when," then the STAR technique is about to become your best friend. It gives you a super simple framework for telling a great story. You just lay out the situation, explain the task you were responsible for, describe the action you took, and then, and this is the part everyone forgets, you share the result. What happened because of what you did? That last part turns a boring answer into proof that you get things done. And that need for a clear structure applies to your writing too. Just think about your inbox. Which emails do you answer and which ones do you ignore? The ones that get a reply follow this exact formula. A subject line that tells you what's inside, a quick and polite greeting, a body that gets right to the point, and a professional closing. It's not just about being formal. It's about respecting people's time, which makes them way more likely to help you out. So you see what's happening here? When you put all of this together, the impactful presenting, the smart collaboration, the clear way you make your case, it's more than just a set of skills. It really does become your professional superpower. So let's just boil it all down. It really comes down to these 3 pillars of success. 1, present with impact. That means planning ahead and learning to manage those nerves. 2, collaborate effectively. Pay attention to body language and learn how to give feedback that actually helps people. And 3, make your case. Use frameworks like STAR in interviews and write emails that people actually read. It's that simple and that powerful. We've covered a ton of ground here, from power posing to writing the perfect email. The real question now isn't if you can get better at this, but just where are you going to start? Which one of these skills are you going to tackle first? Pick one, focus on it, and watch what happens.